Hey guys,
Hey,
how are you?
Hey,
Brandi.
You look so good.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So, Brandi, here we are.
Yes.
We're almost wrapping things up. Tell us.
I know.
How are you
it's
feeling?
crazy.
Where?
It's been amazing, like the entire journey, everything I've learned from all of you. Just wonderful, such a blessing. It's definitely had its ups and downs through the course. Definitely enjoyed the training, obviously. The food has been a little bit hard to stay on. You still get those occasional cravings, but I've learned to balance it, and there's definitely no going back. Like, it's a lifestyle change, and I feel great. I, definitely see the difference and the results, so it's been amazing.
So tell me a little bit, or tell us a little bit of what do you find to be, where you said, there's challenges with the food. What can you give me a little specific?
Yeah, with the food, because I have my husband and then the two kids. So my husband's physically fit, never has had a weight issue, so he eats whatever, brings whatever in. So it's just really knowing and being mindful, learning from Dr. Jessica, of getting your mind right and knowing that, okay, they can have that, but I can't, and just finding a healthier choice to that opposed to something bad.
Right. So you're finding the balance.
Finding the balance, and it's been great. I have my little weekend thing with the boys for the frozen yogurt. That's my little go-to. But otherwise, like 90% of the time, the eating, obviously the workouts every day. So it's been great.
I wanted to ask you a little something also, just because of what you were speaking about with the sacrifice, is what do you find is the hardest thing in that sacrifice, and was it as bad as what you had anticipated before you set out?
In the beginning, looking at how much weight I needed to lose has always been like a discouraging factor. So, of course, in the beginning, it's like, okay, my thing with the eating, it wasn't relatively like how much I would eat. I would just work all day and then have one big meal. And then obviously my body was retaining that, and I didn't know, you're supposed to have your little small 6 meals a day. So with learning that, and then obviously the mental part of it, just being like, I'm gonna do this is it,
So in summary, it's basically putting you first. Your sacrifice is making sure that you turn it
right,
inward
myself
and focus
opposed
on
to
you.
everybody else, worrying about everybody else, right?
And that's the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel like it's really been a lifestyle change? Do you feel like you've got this, or are you
For
going to
sure.
go back?
No, there's no going back. And it's crazy because I've had family members and some friends that are like, oh, this diet, it's a diet, and people don't understand it's not a diet.
It's not a diet, yeah.
It's a lifestyle change. You either want it or you don't, And I think like starting the journey, I was finally at that point, like, this is what I want. I'm not going back. I'm never seeing that number again. And I definitely want to take my experience to help other women, men, and even kids, and it's been so positive even with my oldest son, who he's a little bit like, he's not overweight. He's tall, but proportionate. But he has a lot of muscle too. So people take that as, oh, okay, he's a little bit thicker, but he loves being outside. And even my niece, I get her involved, and it's neat, like even with your kids,
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't have any weights today, and I was actually bench pressing my niece. It was cute. It was the cutest thing. She's like flat out on her back, and I'm like,
awesome.
okay. So to go from not doing anything to that and get them involved in how happy they are, and I was doing the speed rope the other day, and my niece is like, oh, Auntie, you can see the pounds are coming off. Like, it's cute, So it's been amazing, like everybody in my circle, and then of course the girls with me on the show, like we've got lifelong sisterhood. We'll be, friends for life, and all of you, so it's been awesome.
Absolutely. Brandi, what everyone when they go through this journey, there's always these challenges, and a lot of people quit. How did you, what was your greatest challenge, and when you got there, how did you continue and not give up?
Honestly, for me, because that's the big thing, like you'll lose the weight and then you plateau per se. Yeah. And then I think that's a lot of people is you want to just be like, oh, forget it, go grab the burger or whatever, like get your, the emotional eating part of it. But I think I have to say a huge part of me not going back into that lifestyle is having all of you and the girls with me. Like, honestly, if I didn't have that accountability, and like the morning affirmations, Dr. Jessica and Meryl following up, and both of you, like there would have been a chance that I would have definitely gone back to that, because that's just the repeat of what I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
You know, but
just know nobody is 100% perfect. We have bad days. I have days where I'm just like, I'm eating that.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I'm eating it.
We split 3 cookies last night. The whole
Hey, that second one was too chocolatey. We gave it up. We gave it up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, none of us can be, 100% perfect. We're all gonna have, good days, bad days. Some of us a few more bad days. Because life just happens. But the
Right.
biggest thing is we really just want to give you tools to know, like, okay, if something in life comes up, or you're going to a wedding, we don't expect you to pack, your food with you and pull it out. You can eat with everybody else.
Although I
and-
probably will.
as far as you want to go, you go.
Right.
But that's more than anything. We just want to make sure you have those tools so that you can live the kind of lifestyle and have a better body image and
Right.
feel good about yourself. And so we hope that that's what we've been able to help you
Oh,
with.
absolutely.
It looks like
200%.
you've,
Yeah, for sure.
You've done amazing with it, and it looks like it's rubbing off on your family, which is really great.
Which is great. It is,
yeah,
for sure.
so proud of you with that.
Thank you.
Just one thing I wanted to ask you, and to also even help some of our viewers in the piece that Billy was asking about, what was it that you used in order to get yourself over through that plateau? And you had mentioned that the accountability and the support. So moving forward, when the show is done, what are you going to do, and what responsibility will you take in being able to implement those things in your life, so that when something does come up, you actually are prepared and have what you need?
Well, I've made it clear to everybody around me, as far as friends and family, like this, there is no going back, because I've had a couple little negative reactions. I've been told I've been going to the gym too much and I'm too focused. It's about you're being selfish, like certain things. And I've had to kindly, in a Dr. Jessica type of way, not my own way, explain to them, like, this is it. You take it or leave it. Like, there's no going back. This is where I am now, is where I was at 11 years ago. And that's just, I feel like for a person being happier and just more self-confident and just, better with others and helping people, like, it's making a difference. So as far as the accountability part of it, I would definitely, obviously, I'm going to be staying in touch and with you all, but doing the journaling, I have the girls, Rochelle, I want to keep them, same thing, Nikki, Nicole, like, all of us keep each other accountable. And just keep on, like, it's amazing. So there's no going back. That's
sound
it,
great.
Yeah, you do. I mean, and to that end, just real quick, in terms of the food as well, because you had so much
Right.
help along the way with the food already being prepared for you, and and I know we've talked a little bit about, okay, how are we going to move forward in terms of the
Right.
food shopping and the meal planning, but what do you envision in terms of how you're going to stick with, and again, remember, it's not all the time, right? It's most of
right.
the time, and if you diverge off that track, that's okay to get back, how you're going to get back on.
Well,
So
with the
what do
food
you
prepping, the big thing with me sometimes tends to be with the timing. So I have to actually schedule my timing. Like, I have a book that I schedule everything. Like, Sunday, I'm going to do the food prepping, make sure
Right.
everything. It obviously costs way more to eat healthier opposed to bad. And I think that's why a lot of people but it's a sacrifice. And when you think about how much you would spend on Starbucks or out to dinner or whatever, I mean, it's definitely worth it. So just really making sure that I food prep every week, have my meals, cooking healthier for the kids, and just learning new recipes. I think I'll do great. And I'm just determined to do it. I still have a little ways to
Wonderful.
go, but once I'm there, I know it's definitely going to be worth it. So
Great. Well, you're doing an amazing job.
thank
so
you very
keep
much,
it up.
guys.
You're
Yeah.
amazing.
We're
Thank
so
you.
proud of you.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the first time that I saw you, you just seemed a little bit, I don't know, you're just like this little flower. You were, what was her punching like? Show us your punching demo.
No, there's a smile there
This is
too.
not demonstrating the burpees, so we're good.
But I wouldn't want
I
to
don't
meet
think I
you.
could.
I wouldn't want to meet you in a dark alley now, though, because you got some fight
Yeah.
behind that.
Well,
No,
she's fierce in the workouts,
I
like, for
know,
real.
I know. And you always have such a great attitude, and we're just really proud of you. So
Thank you, guys. Well,
Yeah.
it's been a blessing, a huge opportunity, and I'm so appreciative and grateful for all of you. So thank you.
Thank you. We'll
Thank
see you at
you.
the finale.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All
See you in a
right, take
week.
care, guys.
Bye.